Hello, comrades. Welcome back to Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic. My name, of course, is Open Potato. We are in the midst of a reconstruction effort. More importantly than a reconstruction effort, we're not really reconstructing much, I suppose. We're very much in the middle of a repopulation effort, however, because I mean there were a couple of deaths. You know, I'm not gonna cover it up this time. We might have lost one or two glorious citizens in the pursuit of perfection over the course of the last episode. Definitely didn't lose over 10,000 people though. That's just ridiculous, and that is imperialist. That is imperialist lies. I will have none of that slander in my glorious republic. Anyway, so for, you know, completely unrelated reasons, we're just gonna hop right across to Potatograd, which is which is empty for some reason. Everyone is on holiday. Everyone went to their datches in winter, and they must just have lost their bearings on the way there, and somehow nobody has come back to Potatograd. Very strange, comrade. Very, very, very strange how that happened. Not quite sure what was wrong with the maps. Perhaps there was something wrong with the Dacia directions. I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna probably invite a whole bunch of immigrants. We may even need to take out a loan or two. I'm trying to think, is it maybe worth us looking at Turistovsky and just moving a couple of the people across? Also, this building is without power supply. Excuse me? Why is that the case? It absolutely should not be the case. Unless there is a... No, there's not a coal shortage. There's nothing too badly wrong in this vicinity. I don't think that we've necessarily got anything to worry about. Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all chill over here. Anyway, yeah, we probably want to take the entire population of pretty much this tower, I imagine. Something with a huge number of educated people in. We need educated people in Potatograd more than most places because of the universities, right? Like, that's just kind of how we gotta do. So I'm just gonna move pretty much everyone over here. It is going to deplete our reserves of peeps in Turistovsky, but that's okay. And for the rest of the people in Potatograd, we're probably just going to look to invite a whole bunch of immigrants from the Soviet bloc, which we will be able to do a couple of times before having to take out a loan. I know. But look at this, a 5% rate of interest. I mean, you can't really go too wrong with a 5% rate of interest, can you? I mean, you can't. You just can't. Right, so we're going to repopulate the entire town. We are going to just pretend like nothing ever happened. You know, after, you know, a couple of people died, we gotta rebuild. Sorry, not died, left for the countryside and just didn't come back. It's so strange how that happens. So weird. I guess we'll never know. Okay, the one thing that I do want to query is this enough educated people? Is this enough educated people, or are we going to need to get more educated people? Are we going to need to specifically invite some of them? I might do that, actually. It's going to cost me a lot more, but whatever. Okay. I will actually take out another loan as well at 5.1%. Yeah, nothing too badly wrong with a 5% rate of interest. So, I mean, we've built the population of Potatograd back up to probably, maybe, I don't know, 2,000 or 3,000, I think. Also, ambulance hasn't arrived. That's to be expected because there is a hospital here, but there is nobody here. Let's purchase some vehicles. There we go. And the doctors should be arriving at some point. Which is grand. Okay, so the universities are actually up and running now, which is excellent. It's perfect. Honestly, we have such an educated population over in Turistovsky that we might actually just get away with the number of educated people that we have here. No kindergarten spaces. There should be kindergarten spaces. Absolutely should be. There should be plenty of people waiting on the train platform. In fact, we might even have a little bit of a capacity problem. Either way, I think that we've probably crossed that threshold where we are able to supply enough people to all of the services to get everything up and running. And so I think we'll be fine. Yeah, I think we'll be just fine. Also, we need fuel now for these places. Is that... That's new. That's real new, actually. Yeah, okay, that's a change that I absolutely did not notice. Yeah, we need to be very careful about this. That's brand new. That's brand new. So previously, I guess they just never needed fuel, and I never blinked twice at it. Either way. Anyway, that's happening. We'll just see if we can try and nab this, nab this, nab this. Excellent. Let's get some fuel. We should be fine. Yeah, we're fine over here. We're fine over here in Aluminov. We do have coal. We're buying in coal at a rate of knots, which is grand. We need to do some coal deliveries at some point. I do need to do some more coal processing. A lot of people did comment on that in the comments. I do definitely need to get this facility just completely finished. I don't know why it's taken such an ungodly length of time in order to get it built, but it is. So, you know what? Maybe I'll use some of my precious dollars to get it done. We don't even need that much stuff. We just need boards, a little bit of concrete. The steel's already on site, so I mean, it kind of makes sense. Kind of makes sense just to complete it out manually. We have not got any coal, but we have plenty of processing capacity. We've got plenty of capacity. Kolovskysky will need more people for sure, because we just do not have enough we just do not have enough workers here. Although, to be fair, I don't think that we lost that many people. Oh, and that facility has just completed, which is pretty great timing. Yeah, let's import a whole bunch of peeps. Let's import a whole bunch of peeps here. There we go. We're going to be doing that a couple of times this episode. Mark my words. There we go. Looking good, and also looking good. Again, we just need people to work in the coal mines. It's the truth. It's the truth. We need people to work in the coal mines, and that's what we're going to try and do. I'm pretty determined to get this all up and running as swiftly as I possibly can, actually. Let's get this over here, and let's get this built. And as soon as it is up and ready, we shall make it work. Now, I could automate where everyone goes here, or I could not automate. What's the opposite of automate? Micromanage, I guess. I could micromanage where everyone goes, but that doesn't seem like an overly prudent thing to do. Did I buy people for the wrong flat? No, I didn't. Everyone here is just fine. We've got plenty of workers. We've got plenty of buses coming through here. It's great. Everything is fine and dandy, and I am happy. We're processing loads and loads of coal, but we're not processing enough coal. Thankfully, we are still fine for power, and that is one of the main primary things that we care about. We are buying so much coal. We are buying in so much freaking coal. We are buying in so much coal. But it's okay. It's okay. We're still making money. That's the crazy thing, is that we are still making rubles. We are still making rubles, and that is what matters. Now, let's get to the fun and exciting stuff. First of all, we're about to complete the Lubiano, which is great. The second one, do I want to sell it? Do I want to keep it? I don't know. Probably going to keep it for the short term, but we could definitely expand it later on. You'll also notice that a lot of these trains are probably not carrying all of the people that they could. I mean, that one is. This one also is. Okay, apparently I'm just full of nonsense. Everyone in Turistovsky survived the great chill of 73. And apparently we're still working at pretty much full capacity here. So we're going to almost certainly get this done within this episode. If not, it'll be very early in the next one. I'm happy with that. Aircraft production is also going pretty darn well. We're pretty much just selling these whenever they're ready. And we do need more workers here. We do need more workers. We definitely need to do something about that. I'm not happy about how few workers are kicking around, but that's okay. Anyway, this is the semi-exciting stuff. We'll move to the really exciting stuff in just a moment. There we go. I just wanted to make sure that we get that sold. Excuse me? In control tower is not enough workers. But wait. I thought the control tower here. Huh. Interesting. So nobody's come to work here yet, apparently? There we go. Okay, weird. That's very, very strange. I didn't think that we'd have any issues with... Didn't think that we'd have any issues with getting people into the control tower there, but that's fine. Anyway, how are we doing at the big old solar plant? We're not doing too badly. We're not doing too badly at all. I like that. That's good progress that we're making on that one. The radio station is also coming along just fine, as is the TV station. You know, the next challenge after this is going to be actually getting a radio receiver and a TV receiver unit for all of our population. It's going to be a while before we're able to fully commit to that, but it's at least something that we need to consider. We're working on a brand new Turistovsky hospital. This is really, really important because, my goodness gracious me, more hospitals everywhere, more of the time. Yes, please. Let's also get some fuel here. I'm not convinced that I actually need to deliver fuel to this vicinity. I'm pretty sure that the ambulances will stock up on fuel at the... where is it? At the fuel station, wherever the heck that is. Can we get... So we can't get fuel for the Turistovsky small clinic. Interesting. Now that is modded, so that may be updated in the future. Just something to consider. Just something to consider. We'll keep that in mind. Traffic is getting a little bit extreme. Traffic is getting a little bit extreme. Yes, I don't love this. I don't love this. Traffic jams of this nature do kind of freak me out just a little bit. Yeah, we should probably worry about that, but we'll worry about it later. I'm not super worried about it right now. Anyway, keeping up an update on the fun things, we've got the helicopter construction office. Now, I believe that there are some inputs that I can add to this. What is it? Helicopter construction office. Yes, we got an oil input at the site. I believe, yeah, we're gonna need to sort out exactly what we need for this area, but it's fine. Also, something else that I didn't chat about in the last episode. Topographical map. Look at that! Look at how neat this looks. Oh, I like that a lot. We've also got an underground map, which is very cool. Now, there's only one area where we've got underground pipes, and that's over here. And they're pretty faint, but you can see them. They're definitely there. And I believe that what happens... We've also got near snap-on, which is also kind of nice. Once the pipe has been built, you can actually build stuff over the top of this. So if I was to build a footpath, yeah, we can build this across the route of the underground pipe. No problem whatsoever. So I think, you know, if I was a better city planner, building all of the underground pipe connections first and then building on top would be very, very prudent. We cannot store or export coal. Yeah, that is somewhat of a problem, dare I suggest. Let's see if we can try and get this sorted out. So we're going to have to destroy these two power cables. Almost certainly I'll end up forgetting about them. That's fine. I'm not bothered about it. Let's go to conveyor pipe engines. And we will nab... What is it? This one. Cool. Around here? Excuse me? Ah, there we go. Okay, so something like that. This is gonna be a bit of a nightmare to do, isn't it? Because we need to feed it into here, basically. You know what? We should be able to manage reasonably easily if we just remove this. There. The problem with this bit here is that it's a little bit messy, and by a little bit messy, I mean it is immensely messy. If we do something like this, will that make a difference? Looks to be a little bit nicer. Yeah, it's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. Okay, I would like to auto-build all of this because, believe it or not, coal production is kind of a big deal. It's kind of a big deal. Also, something that I completely neglected to consider is that we do actually need a road connection in here. Yeah, that is a necessity because I've had my fair share of... Too sharp for turn. If I turn off near snap, will that... Yeah, I've had my fair share of horrific coal mining accidents. I mean, that sounds like I was involved in the horrific coal mining accidents. I would like to clarify, I've not been involved personally in any horrific coal mining accidents. However, my citizens in this game have been involved in a horrific number of coal mining accidents, and just delete this. Delete this house. And to be honest, I don't really want to talk about it. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to consider it. We need to make sure that we future-proof this, and we need to make sure that we get some road laid down to the mine access route. Okay, unpause. Cool. Yeah, okay, that didn't work, but try it now. Ooh, no. That's why we're zoning it out beforehand. Okay, boop, boop, boop. I really need to start using hotkeys. I think that's okay. Yeah, I think that's just fine. Footpaths we can actually easily make go around here. And in fact, to be honest, if I just want to upgrade this road to be a nice, proper road, then we won't have any problems. Look at that. Look at that. We drag here. We build all of this. And in fact, we can do... Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. We build it all. We build it all, and it's built in a second now. How unbelievably great. How unbelievably fantastic. Oh, man, that's brilliant. Okay, well, the coal is coming in thick and fast now. I'm very, very happy with that. Access should not be too much of a problem. However, we should probably look to improve it just a smidgen. There we go. We've got a connection to most of the towers, but we'll get a few more. That's looking grand. And we also need to make sure that this area is connected up. Otherwise, we are going to have no joy refining all of... Yep, we're going to have no joy refining all of our stuff because... missing power supply. I knew I would forget. There was screams and shouts in the comments, no doubt. It's okay because Potato has saved the day. There we go. Get it built. Beautiful. Okay. Export, export, export. Now we're talking. Look at that. Look at that. We're getting some proper numbers over there. That's good. Look at that. We're building up a little bit of a stockpile at the heating plants. Oh, man, you love to see it. That's great. That's really, really nice. Still not building up much coal ore here, but honestly, that's fine. We can probably just about deal with that. Quality of the source is 4. Yeah, that's really bad. That's really bad. Yeah, that's kind of terrible. Yeah, it's kind of awful. It's not really adding a huge amount of value to the coal system here. I really just don't want to move it. I don't want to move it like any closer to the... I don't want to move it any closer to the populated area, though. That's the only problem. Because this thing belches pollution. 12 tons of environmental pollution a year. Yeah, we're already pretty close to polluting this area. I mean, I guess I'll keep it. I guess I'll keep it for now. I'll keep it for now. But it's not great. It's not great. I appreciate that. It's not fantastic. It's not fantastic, but it is what it is. We need more coal. I'm gonna think of more ways to get more coal for sure. We need to. Anyway, apparently we're just making an absolute ton of money, and we've got nothing to worry about in terms of the financial situation. That's looking pretty darn good. We're a little bit shy on the old steel, which is somewhat of a problem, because I specifically on purpose got tons of steel delivered over here. I guess it must just be a delivery delay. That's fine, though. I'm actually reasonably happy with all of the processes that we've got here. It's pretty good. Also, number of births. Number of births are looking very good, in fact. Yeah, this is nice. This is nice. Lots of births. Don't ignore the deaths. Ignore the death counter. The birth counter is what's important. Right, I am determined, if not to get this solar power plant done, I really would like to get the helicopter construction plant done. Let's increase the number of people that can work here. And then maybe it's even worth us picking up another construction office. Alternatively, might be worth us looking at actually changing this setup here to be a little bit less terrible. Because boy, oh boy, this is bad. This is very, very bad. This is very, very bad. Is there perhaps like value in creating like a one-way system here? Most of the buses need to go down this way, right? At the moment, that is. I'm pretty sure that I'm not even helping myself here. Let me see. Can I do? This is where things get crazy. Oh, actually, that's interesting. The nodes have been updated here. That's very cool. All right, build that. Yes, make somebody confused. I understand. I sympathize. You're stuck. There you go. You found yourself. Well done. We're all on a journey here. Anyway, so that's now an out only. This is now an in only. It's going to take a little while for all of the routes to sort of adjust, but when it happens, maybe, just maybe, it'll be a little bit quicker. Oh, the other thing that I should do, hold up, I'm going to turn this, I'm going to merge that over there, and then I'm actually going to disconnect this section of road here, so we now only have a three-way junction as opposed to a two-way junction. I think that might actually help. Believe it or not, I think that that's going to help. Don't quote me, but I think it might. I think it might. Let's also create a road down here. See, I said that I wasn't going to get suckered into faffing around with roads, and yet here I am. Here I am, suckered into chatting about roads, and fiddling around trying to get optimal car flows and stuff. Anyway, build that. I'm just going to see if I can make a couple of bypass suggestions. Stuff that's going to allow the traffic to go around this pretty heavily congested area. It would be nice if it would be easy to do, but I doubt it will be. I doubt it will be. I will say, though, it looks like it's flowing slightly faster. But maybe that's just my, you know, wishful thinking, my unbelievable imagination. I suspect that it is. Traffic jam? Yeah. Oh, there's another traffic jam? Oh, really? That's called a queue, video game. That's called a queue. That ain't a traffic jam. There's no traffic jam here. Just come on. There's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to worry about over there. Nothing to worry about. Don't be daft. Don't be silly. Don't be silly. Man, this whole coal situation. This whole coal situation is really rubbing me the wrong way. This is 16 tons of coal per day. That's what we're getting. That is what we're getting. It's almost not even worth operating this coal mine. Like a 4% quality of source is just dreadful. It's just awful. It's just really, really, really freaking miserable. I almost want to destroy this coal mine and then move it to like here. In fact, I kind of really want to do that. The reason that I really want to do that is that I appreciate, you know, it's gonna bring the pollution slightly closer to the populated area, very ever so slightly, but it does mean, if my calculations are correct, that we're gonna give this thing a better source, hopefully. I hope the source updates after we get it, otherwise I'm gonna be big sad. But if we do something like this, quality of source 32%. Okay, it's not even that good. It's not even that good. 16%. Oh my lordy. 33%. I've actually decreased the quality of my source. I am marveling right now at how bad that is. That's terrible. What about if we try to reinsert this here? 28%? The coal mine was literally just here. I wouldn't necessarily mind this so much if I wouldn't necessarily mind this so much if the quality of the other mine increased. But I feel like I might have to rebuild it in order to actually see the benefit. Methinks. Alright, well, in for a penny, in for a pound now. We gotta fix this. 31%? Really? That's the best you could offer me, video game? Okay. Try demolishing a little bit more stuff. Yes, I know that I'm destroying a whole bunch of nonsense here. Yeah, the quality must be better than 4%. Really? Seriously? Nothing? Wow. Okay. Try it. What about in here? 35%, 36%, 35%, 36%. 35%? That looks better than a 35 to me. Welp, okay, I guess we'll build it then. I don't know if the video game is giving me an accurate sort of representation of the situation, or if it's just nonsense, but sure. Yeah, now this is gonna be worse for a multitude of reasons. We're probably gonna see a little bit more pollution. Not good. Probably gonna see a worse source. Less good. I'm not happy. I'm not happy with that. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad for a multitude of reasons. Okay. At least I didn't forget to rebuild this this time. Yeah, and then this source hasn't even improved at all, which is very, very sad. Very, very, very sad. Well, I'm unhappy with that. It just honestly makes you think, is it even worth putting the poor people of Kolovskaysky through this? I mean, we're pretty close to the border anyways. We're getting a pretty good deal on our coal delivery. It's not exactly taxing to spend, you know, some of the many, many, many millions of dollars that we have. In fact, are we actually able to repay here? Yeah, we're able to repay all of our dollars. Let's repay everything here. Not enough money for this refund. Excuse me? Ah, whatever. Give me 500,000. Yep. There we go. We're actually, wow, we're debt free. We're dollar debt free anyway. Wow, that is kind of remarkable. And we're getting offered a 5% loan for rubles. I mean, that's pretty great. Quality of the source is 35. I mean, I hate that. I viscerally hate that. We have moved it slightly closer to the bus stop though, so I mean, that's a step in the right direction for sure. But by golly, that's bad. That is bad. I almost really, as an experiment, want to see if I was to rebuild this. Empty hole storage, yeah. If I was to rebuild this, would it give me better than a 4% quality of source? I'm gonna do it. I mean, look, the only reason that I'm doing it is because I'm so unbelievably wealthy right now that it kind of beggars belief how much money I've come into. I'm spending it like there's no tomorrow. But uh-oh, what burnt down? Pumping station? Oh. Yeah, I really should keep an eye on these things. That's kind of crucial, actually. That's kind of crucial. We're also missing chemicals and probably have far too much plastic. Wait, what? It auto-queued back up? Oh my... I think I might have just found my favorite change in the update. Oh my god, that's incredible. Okay, all right. There is... Oh, okay. I was a way to say, hey, now there is no penalty for a building burning down in the case of fire. No, turns out that the building is automatically re-queued in your construction queue, and then it crashes the game. So that's kind of fun. I guess there is a penalty. The penalty for being terrible at managing fire engines and whatnot is that your building will Your building will burn down. Okay, where were we? Where were we? Is this thing still on fire? Electricity problem, pumping station. Why is there an electricity problem there? Shut up. Electricity problem, electricity problem. There's no electricity problems. Okay, let me go back to faffing around with coal mines. It's an electricity problem freaking everywhere. I presume that that's just because we're loading into the game. Yeah, it's because we're loading into the game, and that gives me issues. Okay, right. So, interestingly, a reload doesn't actually give me a slightly better quality source here. We gotta take this out. We gotta take this out. I'm still in on this idea. Here we go. Let's rebuild this. Thankfully, we weren't hindered too much in the reload. This might actually be a net positive experience. Just, you know, another freaking disconnect to that power cable. When am I gonna learn? When am I gonna learn? I haven't repaid the dollar loans in this alternative universe either. Okay, so quality of source is 27%, 27%, 28%. Okay, good. Continue to take that back. 28%, 28%. 28%, 27, 26. I mean, there's a really good source, like, right here. I say it's really good. It's comparatively pretty good. What if I was to squeeze this in here? I know that it kind of doesn't work. Let me watch this for a second. So if we could squeeze an extra... There we go. We could squeeze an extra coal mine in here. Quality of the source is 22%. So if I squeeze that in there, and then another source over here, 18%. I saw 19. I don't hate that. I really don't hate that. Okay, so this has been a real sort of like learning experience, I think. This has been really, really good on the whole. Right, can I get this connected up? That'll connect up in a oneer. That's great. The fire brigades probably will not be able to access this area. I'm just saying it now. This is kind of probably almost guaranteed not to happen. Building is in the way. Building is in the way. Look, we might get super lucky. We just have to hope and pray that there's not going to be a fire. Okay. Turn off near snap. It's close as well. That's the crazy thing. Is that you know it's close. You know it's unbelievably close. You know what we can do, actually? Disconnect that. Reconnect, or connect, I should say. Connect up this area. Turn off. Your snap's turned off. Yeah, see if we can, like, try and maybe do something with this. Because I'm thinking... I mean, this storage facility doesn't even necessarily need to stay here. Super non-committed to this. We get that in there, and then we do something like this. Nope. This, yeah. Is there any chance that we can maybe squeeze in a... I mean, it's not a million miles away from working. It's not a million miles away from working. There is hope. There is hope here. There is hope here. Is it maybe easier if I do the engine transfer first? It's probably not. I mean, we could see if we could do one of the Passover things. Not rail crossing, road crossing. Yeah, one of these. Could do another one of those. Yeah, one of these specifically. And then ditch this, maybe? I'm convinced that there is a method here. There is a method here, and there is a way that we can make this happen without moving this storage facility. Why am I so determined not to move this storage facility? I don't freaking know. The storage facility is dumb, and it shouldn't even necessarily be here. Like, this, it doesn't need to be here. Like, why am I committing so hard for this? Like, just remove the freaking storage facility. Let this area sort itself out. We'll reposition the storage facility. We'll actually re-add the road crossing. Yeah, re-add the road crossing. Without the connections, please. Actually, I do need the connections. I do need the connections. I just don't need these connections. Okay. And then we want to feed everything into a brand new and improved central aggregate storage. Output needs to go over that way. Input needs to go here. Yeah, that's probably a little bit better. That's probably a little bit better there. Are we going to be able to squeeze this in, though? Ooh. That might be a little spicy. We're going to need to do something with this. You know what? We'll deal with that in just a second. But let's get this road connected up here. That doesn't want to work. Let's try doing something like this instead. Cancel that road. Cancel that path. Then connect the road. Excellent. Then reconnect the path. You bet your bottom dollar that as soon as this is all sort of planned out and fleshed out and it all works, I will just literally drag that, do the batch construction tool, which I have learned to love unbelievably dearly. It's great. It's fantastic. Oh, there was a way. That's the one. Okay. That's looking good. And you might be saying, hey, Potato, what are you going to do about this section over here? And to that I say, or what about this connection over here that you've just, you know, redesigned the entire operation for? I hope we're going to be able to elevate this above here. If we're not, do we necessarily need to elevate it above here? I mean, this is much ado about nothing. Maybe we just straight up feed the conveyor pipe into here. Maybe we just feed it into there. Who cares? Who cares if we're not going through the aggregate storage? The aggregate storage is surplus to requirement anyway. You know what? Sure. Whatever. Batch construction. Let's... Oh, no. We need to connect this up too. Delete that. Delete that. Delete that. Delete that. Delete this too, even though it's going to also delete. And we are... Is that not gonna connect up as it stands? It might. That's perfect. That's perfect. So, on the whole, we end up with a 35% source. We end up with like a 27% source. And we end up with another 27% source. Is that what we have? I'm not too displeased with that, if that's the case. There we go. Cool. All right, let's build this. Let's see if it actually works. I think this might be our best chance of success in a while. Certainly in terms of just absolutely shoring up our operations. Let's do it. Let's get it built. Let's freaking go. Ambulance hasn't arrived. Let me see where that is. It's in Novoya Kolovskaysky. Oh, yeah. Do we have... there are no doctors with higher education. Yeah, that does sometimes happen. That does sometimes happen, and I'm not exactly off the moon about it. Let's hire a whole bunch of doctors. There we go. It's going to cost us a fair chunk of change. I didn't even see that there was a fire warning about that. Was I not paying attention? I didn't even see that there was a fire warning about that. Potatograd forklift garage. Is that still on fire? That's still on fire. Oh my goodness, there's so many notifications now. There are a huge number of notifications. Okay, let's okay, I don't even know how to fix this. First of all, let's get this set up. Fine. That should allow a fire truck to come. Yep, great. Fire truck is called and is headed to the fire. This, I sincerely hope is not going to crash the game again. But I have a funny feeling that it will. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to connect up the road. I'm going to connect up the road. And I'm going to hope that it gets auto-built. I'm going to save the game right now. Create new save. Here we go. They've also changed the save system. So you now have the option to load from a game, which is kind of cool. Also, time lapses. Who'd like to see a time lapse of my glorious Republic? Put your hands up. I would very much like to see a time lapse of my glorious Republic. Oh, look. This is good. This is good. We got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. Okay. Ambulance not called. Fire extinguished. Excellent. Can I try building this now? Can I assign a construction office? I just know this is going to crash the game. I just know this is going to crash the game. I'm going to give it a shot anyway. I knew it. 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 I'm almost convinced that it's got something to do with the fact that once it's up and running, it's like repumping and it's pumping new stuff around or whatever. So I think maybe the ticket is to delete the... I think the ticket might be to delete the pipes. No, that's a conveyor delete tool, potato. Delete the pipes, delete the pipes, delete the pipes, delete the pipes. Then build. Hopefully crash free. Nope. Okay. All right. It's got nothing to do with the pipe connections. Well, at least we know now. At least we know that we have to trash the thing and then rebuild it. I mean, it's a nice idea. If it doesn't actually work in principle, I'm sure it will be working just fine. It's quite rare that you have an incident like this where the game actually crashes by doing something completely vanilla and completely normal. But that is what it is. It is what it is. It's an early access title. Okay, trash this building. Nice, easy fix. Okay, also delete the road as well. And what do we need? We need a splitter? Yeah, splitter. Cool. What? Did I build an underground? I built an underground pumping station. Wow, that's really cool. Very, very cool indeed. I like that a lot. But no, I don't want an underground pumping station, I'm afraid, video game. Not at this present moment. Too sharp to turn. That's okay. We'll take that back. Take that back. Take that back. Alrighty. Let's get it built. Let's build this. Crash free this time, guaranteed. Guarantee no crash. Not even going to look at it. That's how confident I am there's going to be no crash. Okay. Right. What else is new? What else do we need to still work on? This area is almost up and running. We need to do a couple of paths around these parts, but that shouldn't be too difficult to do at all. Go. There we go. I think that's good enough, to be honest. I think that is good enough. Yep. I think that's just fine. All right. Keep the coal pumping. Keep the coal pumping. We need more. Always, always, always need more coal. And finish these constructions faster, please. I don't know why it's taking such a gosh darn long time. But it's fine. Also, there is line spacing now in the game. That's just something that I thought that I would mention. Yeah, look at that. Line spacing disabled, line spacing enabled. So, we need to have a little serious look at all of the tourist routes that we've got, for example. And take a little look at the line and just enable line spacing. Like, that's just so necessary. And honestly, I feel like line spacing should be turned on by default. I've created a monster. I've created a monster. I've created an absolute, disastrously bad looking monster. Oh, it's so bad. 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 Okay, remove the one-way setup. Remove the one-way setup and just try to do something here. Oh my lordy, I'm gonna need to do something about this. I didn't really want to address traffic because I hate traffic just in general. I mean, it's just one of the worst things in the world. Also, this bus stop is just far too busy. Also, the fact that this bus stop only has like one input and single output, but it's all the same road, is pretty frustrating actually. It's pretty frustrating. Wait, what? Come on. Come on. That's on auto. That's on auto. You go to the next one. There we go. Turn around. Head home. Turn around. Head home. We only need like one or two to kickstart the... We only need like one or two trucks to move, or one or two vehicles to move in order to kickstart the process. Come on. Oh, my lordy. Oh, goodness gracious me. I despise this on such a visceral level. It's moving. It's moving. Yes, phase through each other some more, please. Please, phase through each other some more. Oh, this is such a disaster. It's such a disaster. You can't even delete the bits of road either at the moment. Yeah. So this kind of needs to change. This kind of needs to change. And this needs to change kind of fast. In fact, can I change this to a one-way road like right now? I can if I upgrade it. I don't want to even... This is such a disaster. And I hate dealing with traffic. Just in general, in most video games, but also not a fan in this video game. Okay, so let's do something like that. You go to here. You go to here. Try. Everyone gets so stuck. Everyone gets so freaking stuck. I really want to delete these two entranceways. Like, if we could delete that, that would be great. We want to make this area one way. We want to try and ideally keep the traffic flowing. We need to create like a road around the city because at the moment there is just one single road and that is far and away not good enough. We need to have like another road around. This is just absolutely insane. What if I was to create a two-way road here? Undo my previous one-wayification of the setup. Okay, no, it's not happening. You are at the construction office. I mean, I literally cannot give you orders even if I wanted to, so that's kind of fun. Let's get you to turn around, maybe. Get you to turn around, see if that makes a difference. Moves a couple of peeps in. You can get in, that's great. It's wonderful. Doesn't free up anyone else majorly. Here we go. Does that make a difference? Makes somewhat of a difference. Somewhat of a difference, he says. It's almost fine. Here we go. Turn around, turn around, turn around. Okay. All right. I think maybe... Don't quote me on this, but I think we might be okay. I think we might be okay. Man, I hate traffic. I hate traffic. Okay, so this is still one way. Yep, it's already in that direction. That's good. Oh, my lordy, I hate traffic. My lordy, do I hate traffic. Oh, I do. Okay, well, this is all going to be one way, so that's fine. It's good, at least. It's good at least that we've got something. Okay, so we got a road that comes down this way. I think here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to create a roundabout route, okay? So this is going to probably cause issues with, like, people getting food and whatnot, but frankly, people getting food is not my priority. Fixing the massive traffic jams that we have in the city is my priority right now. Okay, so let's auto-build this with rubles, auto-build this with rubles, auto-build this with rubles. Fine, great. Happy days, upgrade, upgrade, upgrades, upgrade. I actually should be upgrading to the street lamps and walkway routes, because that's slightly better for everyone. But hey-ho. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to create a whole one-way system here. We're going to create a whole one-way system where everyone goes around this way. There we go. One way, one way, one way. And then this is going to be a single way as well. And that's going to take people back to this side. And that's hopefully going to just allow everything to be a little bit smoother. This is going to be re-enabled as single direction. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. We'll see. In an ideal world, I think I would have a bridge. I'd have a bridge in here, really, where we sort of merge onto the right side instead of merging onto the left side as it is at the moment. But I think that this will work. I think that this will work. There's much more enforced directionality to the whole thing, which is wonderful. And that's kind of great. Again, we need to have a route that is pretty much reserved for buses and pretty much reserved for other stuff, because buses are the only things that really need to be going to the bus station. That's pretty much where I'm at. To be honest, if I could remove this road in its entirety, I probably would. It really does not need to be in here. Yeah. Or maybe even this connection. Ah, whatever. Well, look, it doesn't matter. Look, it literally doesn't matter. It's working, and that's great. We have people being transported around. Not necessarily as many as I would like. But it's okay. It's not an issue with food access, is there? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'm just a little bit worried that this is going to end up coming back to bite us in the bahookie. But it's okay. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It looks like it's working better, and that's the main thing. That's the main thing. So that's good. That's good. I don't want to end up creating a death loop. Maybe is kind of a death loop, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll see. We'll see, right? We'll see. We'll see if it ends up being a disaster. We'll see if it doesn't end up being a disaster. Right. I actually do want to try and experiment with helicopters over the course of this episode. I still haven't managed to build this construction office. So, you know what? Let's just fund it with rubles. It's only going to cost 51,000. So, we'll absolutely do that. Absolutely do that. And we'll see how that ends up looking. Did I disconnect any power cables in order to do what I was going to do? I don't think so. I think that's fine. Okay, I'm gonna see if we can try and remove this. Yeah, see if we can try and remove that. Cool. Will that make any difference? In an ideal world, it should, because there should just be a route for... There should be a route for all traffic, and, Actually, hold up. This can be one-wayified as well. If we make it one way, then that means that there's 2 lanes that are open for everyone, which is kind of great. And there's nothing really that needs to be delivered to down here, so that should be fine. Okay, well, you know, the proof will be in the pudding. Will it work? Won't it work? Who knows? This is kind of trying to do, you know, traffic management on the cheap. In an ideal world, I think we'd have two 2-lane highways, so two 2-lane one-way roads. But as it stands, we do not have that ability. We don't have the space to get a second bridge in here. Although maybe we could do a bendy bridge. Bendy bridges are kind of nice. And I haven't really used them yet. So, also, that's not one way, and that's not one way. And that is going to cause some problems down the road. So this is probably where the little bit of remaining holdup was to be found. Nice. You know what? I don't think that that's too bad. I don't think that that's too bad at all. It's certainly better. Believe it or not, it is certainly better than it was. Right. My helicopter depot. My helicopter depot. My helicopter depot. Okay. Excavators, buildings, bulldozers, cranes are allowed to purchase only if helicopter with this capability is present. Wait, what? I mean, just get them all, right? Well, yeah, we need them all. We need them all. No, we don't need them all. We need the cargo helicopter, of which there is only one, so... I mean, oh my... Huge? Wait, we can only get 2? Right, we can only get 2. So that's a bit of a problem. There are no selected source of workers platform station. Okay, so, I mean, aggregate storage, gravel. I mean, the building is not suitable for helicopters. Yeah, so what do I need to do in order to get this helicopter suitable? Now, there's a pad over here. Is there a way that I can, like, link this pad up to... There's a cargo platform. So there's a cargo platform, but there's not an aggregate platform. So the cargo platform is presumably how we are able to supply all of these resources. So, for example, if I nab myself a... Oh, it can also do aggregate. Oh, interesting, interesting, interesting. Okay, let's remove this here. Let's get a helicopter cargo platform 3 times over thing. There we go. Let's get it built. Are we going to be able to get gravel over here? Probably not. What about concrete? Can we do concrete? I have no freaking idea. Let's also make sure that we reconnect that power cable, because I don't think it was very important, but I never do. And it always tends to be very important, so... Oh, it is kind of important. Anyway, this is gonna be the main one for us. It's gonna be the main one for us. This is gonna be very, very cool if it does end up working. Also, this bus station is just absolutely chronically overworked. We need to do more with the train station. I know that sounds crazy because it's already pretty freaking busy, but we do actually need to do more with the train station. Is this one way? Yeah, it's already one way. Okay, all right. Well, that's cool. I guess it all should be working at a fair pace. Yep. Move up, move up, move up. There's a traffic jam. Production stopped. Probably because we've run out of workers. No? Okay. That's fine. Are we getting a large amount of coal? We're getting a decent amount of coal. 35%, 18%, and a 22%. That's better than what we were dealing with before. So as long as we're able to get the workers in here now, we should be good on coal. That's great, because to be honest, we haven't been great on coal for a long time. Also, we got a brand new hospital, so I'm going to buy a whole bunch of brand new ambulances. I'm going to buy some fuel to be auto-purchased. Excellent. And that should allow... Well, I mean, nobody's going to get healed because the traffic jams are so darn long and so darn stupid that, you know, you're lucky to ever see an ambulance in your life, really. Yeah, this is tragic. This is absolutely tragic. Where do you come from? Turistovsky bus platform to the television station. Why are you coming this way, though? That doesn't make sense. Like, how did you manage to go up and around here? Is it like an access to fuel issue? I wonder. I wonder if it's like an access to fuel issue. I feel like it might be. I mean, it's also just in general. It's also just in general a huge issue with industrial traffic, and that's the biggest problem here. You know, that's the biggest problem that really exists. You know, transport through and around the center of the city is just really, really, really not good. We just need to find some way to either bypass it or introduce some form of superhighway. In fact, maybe even that's not a terrible idea. Why don't we look at getting a bendy bridge? Distance between pillars, walking speed is 100%. Okay, fine. Why don't we look at seeing if we can do something like this, you know? So we take Okay, all right. We don't do that. We do this, right? And then we do this. And we're almost certainly not able to get over this massive hill here. Or, sorry, not the massive hill, the massive power pylons. So something like this. Oh man, this is nice though. This is really, really nice. This is nice. I like this. I like this bendy bridge thing. This is very cool. Who'd have thunk that the first thing that I was doing with it would be, you know, such, you know, absolute eye crime. It's just, it looks terrible. I kind of want to see if we can, like, you know, float it over here. You know? Like, around this way. Building is in the way. Yeah, I know. There's a few buildings in the way. This needs to be workshopped. This is a bad idea for sure. I don't want to spend any money, but certainly, I mean, looking at this traffic here, right? We've got a whole bunch of gravel trucks. We've got a whole bunch of them, right? We got a whole bunch of gravel trucks, and none of them need to be going in this direction. Like, we could just straight up just have a direct route that completely skips through town. Because at the moment, it is causing such an issue. Such an issue. And it is very not good. Very, very, very not good. Man, I didn't want to be dealing with traffic in this episode. I did not want to be dealing with traffic in this episode. Usually there's like one... There's one bus. I mean, you're going to the heating plant over here, so you're going to come down this way, down this way, down this way, around. Yeah, fine. You should be going in the way that everyone wants you to go in, so that's great. You've already been turned around. You can't go anywhere. You go back to Disneyland Docks bus platform. You go back to the container unloading. And think of all of the... Just think of all of the faff, right, that we've had to endure in order to get to this point here. Yeah, it's just really unbelievably irritating. Move everyone forward, please. Move everyone forward. Ah, boy, it's tough. It's tough. It's really tough. But we're gonna need to set up like a one-way route somewhere else. I mean, can we ditch this? Hold on. This is I'm actually so unbelievably irritated that I've had a good idea, or what I think is a good idea anyway. Whether it actually is or not, we'll have to wait and see. However, here's my plan. Here's my plan. Let's get a road connection through here. Crossing not allowed. No, obviously it's not, because it's a path at the moment. Right, connect through here. Connect through here. Connect through here. How does that not cross? There we go. That does cross. Cool. And link back up. Link back up to there. So that's great. That means that we no longer have to go through the horrific traffic jam nightmare that is this area. If we get that built, will anyone else decide to go down this direction? Go to Disneyland Docks instead. Just move everyone up. Move everyone up. Move everyone up. Compact, compact, compact. Please. Just save me. Save me from this disaster. Oh, Lordy, it's just so bad. It's just so bad. It's just so bad. Can I recall anyone? I don't think I can. I don't think I can. I literally don't think I can. The good news is, though, we've got helicopter pads set up. That's kind of nice. Let me see if that... I mean, it's not going to change a gosh darn thing, but look. There we go. And tons of fuel. Let's get some fuel in here. Let's just ignore our problems a little bit. You know, doesn't hurt. Sure, how can it hurt? And set 3,000 meters. Okay, is that going to work? Are they gonna immediately jump into action? The source is without steel. It is indeed without steel. Should I get a steel source, actually? I feel like maybe this area up here would be a great steel source. Just for a single pad, maybe? Yeah, will there be a fit? It's gonna be tight if it is. Yoink this out here. Put this in here. Yeah, build that. Then reconnect this up. Actually do it with a nice road this time. There we go. Okay. One way to clear the roads is to use helicopters instead. It's kind of a novel idea, isn't it? Kind of a novel idea. You know what? I'm gonna just start moving stuff to depots. Start moving stuff to depots. Just, you know what? Go home. Go home, bus. Go home, bus. There we go. Go home, bus. I'm just so unbelievably not willing to deal with this nonsense anymore. You can't go home anywhere. You can. You can too. The helicopter's taken off yet? Not quite yet. I'm sure they're working on it though. Oh man, there's just so many shenanigans. There's so many shenanigans. Okay, try dueling this again. Please no. Please no. I don't want to go back and revise all of this. It's not something that I want to do. You go to Disneylandovsk. You can't go home. You can go home. I'll send you this way. Send you home there. And it's still making very little impact. Very little impact. Turistovsky bus platform. You go in there. Cool. Turn around. Turn around. Man, there's a lot of repressed transport links here. Oh man, I just despise dealing with traffic. Oh my goodness. I absolutely categorically despise it. Right. I mean, that vehicle depot is full. I need to tweak this. It just needs to be changed so dramatically. We cannot have construction work and then also a maxed out bus platform just operating at the same time. It's just not good. It's just not good to do. It's just not good to do at all. I mean, oh boy. Oh boy. Has that maybe solved it? Have we solved the equation? I sincerely doubt it, but you never know. It might maybe unchug it a little bit. No, you just don't want to. You just don't want to. And there's so many that are auto-controlled here as well. I'm just scared. I'm scared that it's gonna break somehow. Nope. I've sent so many peeps home. There's so much that I'm just trying to toggle. I'm just trying to, you know, switch it around. There's buses inside each other. This is a disaster. It's a disaster, I tell you. It's an absolute disaster. Okay, I mean, the solution is perhaps to try and remove... I mean, are there buses in this one? There are buses in this one. Okay. Does that free up a couple of spaces? I think it does. Whether it's enough to make a difference, I'm not sure. There we go. Maybe. Allow them to start using this road again. Okay, I think maybe it's solved. I've said that before. I'll say it. No doubt I'll say it again. Oh, my lordy. It's just so bad. It's just so bad. The traffic is just so terrible. Okay, are there any buses here? There are a couple. Let's cancel all the assignments again. There we go. And it's given that it's on auto search, it'll actually should actually just there we go. It should just go back to normal. These helicopters still haven't been utilized yet. A little bit of a shame. A little bit of a shame there, but that's okay. All right, is it fixed? I think it might be fixed. I think it might be fixed. One-waying has got its benefits, but I really need to learn to just not try and cheap it out, because it's real bad. It's real bad. We need to get a proper highway system in place here. We do not have the space for a proper highway system. I should not try to one-wayify unless I can guarantee that I can get two one-way roads in place. Do not one-way roadify that. Just want to make sure. I guess I'll keep the... I guess I'll keep this as a one-way road for now. Doesn't seem necessarily any reason not to... or to change that. I'm fine with it. It's okay. Look at the tailback. Look at the tailback. That is criminally long. That is insane. Look at all of the steel trucks that have been delayed. Man, oh man, oh man. That's bonkers. Speaking of steel trucks, actually, we need to get this assigned as a steel source. Okay. Will that see any... Hey, look at that. They're going to work. Both of them. Oh my goodness. They travel fast. Beat the traffic. Beat the traffic with my helicopters. I said it sarcastically, but seriously. Why don't we just start building and transporting by helicopter instead of faffing around with roads? Who needs a bus to get to work when you can take the helicopter? Unironically, that's probably the best way to... It's probably the best way to do it. Also, these long trucks, by the way, these Maz trucks are an absolute nightmare for traffic because they are longer than... Well, they're longer than the normal trucks in the game. And long trucks do cause problems. Tailback has gone down, though. Remarkable. I don't think that we've necessarily fixed it, but it's not half bad. Okay, you're loading up with steel. 13 tons of steel actually isn't bad at all. Yeah, that's actually completely reasonable. That's great, in fact. That's really, really good. Okay, buildings without power supply? Why? There's a fire here? There's a big old fire here? Could we maybe fix that, please? Fire truck was called and is headed to the fire. Yeah, this needs to be dealt with as soon as is reasonably possible, please. Will this only work with a power supply, or will it... Wait, what? Where's the progression of the fire? Yeah, everywhere is going to have an electricity problem. I understand. Yeah. That happens when everything... When all of the power is shut down. But there is no fire progress, and there's also no fire engine. Oh, no, tell a lie. Here's the fire engine. The fire engine is coming. There is very, very, very microscopic fire progress. Okay, that's good. That's good. There's 2 fire engines coming. Great. And this should be put out pretty much near instantaneously. I don't think the firefighters need power in order to fight the fire. They might. They don't. That's good. It's gone. Happy days. Get it done, please. Citizens' health is too low. Man. Have we done it? Not yet. It do be a big building, so it do be taking a long time. Kinda to be expected. Kinda to be expected, but I'd kinda like it to be put out, you know, like yesterday, please. So, are my helicopters delivering to this site here? I think they are. Yeah, they're delivering to the television station. So how does that work? Fire's been extinguished. Excellent. Did they just drop it? What's happening? Okay. They land nearby? That's a That is a very dangerous angle for a helicopter to land at. Not to mention the fact that it's landing right behind a power pylon. Well, I admire the captain's courage. That is truly insane. But well done, I guess. Perfect. Truly a remarkable landing. Truly a remarkable landing. That's the sort of helicopter pilots we have in the glorious Republic here. Wowzers, that was kind of crazy. Okay, so I in this alternative reality haven't paid off the loans yet, the dollar loans. I should do that right now because I'm still left with 1.2 million in the bank, which is very, very nice indeed. Ruble loans are totaling about 11 million rubles, and to be honest, I have no desire to repay them any quicker. We are pretty close to finishing the boat, but why on earth have we got no people on these trains? It's probably because of the massive catastrophic traffic jams that we've been seeing around town. Dare I suggest that the inability for the boat to get built and the massive traffic jams that we've been seeing are in fact related? I think they are. I think they are. I think that something needs to change. We need to redo the roads around Turistovsky. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. It needs to change. Can I purchase more? What the heck is that? It's a blue bulldozer? What the heck? Wait, we can buy vehicles. Oh, we can buy vehicles to be delivered by helicopter? Is that what you're telling me, video game? We can't buy any more helicopters here. Buy blue bulldozers then, sure. Yeah, literally cannot buy any more helicopters. Pavers, rollers, terror cranes we've already bought, excavators. All right, well, that's cool. I like that. I like that. I love the fact that helicopter stations are going to work. Also, we've just about finished up with this big wind turbine here. That's kind of nice. Solar power construction is working. It's going to take a fairly long time in order to get that up and running, but that's fine. This is looking good. This is looking good. We've no longer got, you know, massive tailbacks. This is a reasonably short tailback with which we can be somewhat happy about. Another dangerous delivery by the helicopter pilot there. Honestly, kind of love it. Kind of absolutely love it. Next episode, we categorically need to sort out the roads, like, properly. Absolutely categorically properly. We're definitely going to be seeing the Ljubljanau introduced in the next episode as well. We are, you know, 1,000 workdays away from making this all happen. That's very exciting. Potatograd, I think, has been successfully repopulated. There were no real difficulties with that. Looks like everyone is receiving a pretty decent education. Looks like the heating plant is up and running as it should be. Looks like we're making food as we should be. Looks like we're exporting that food as we should be. And in fact, we're probably over-exporting. I dare say that we probably got, yeah, a reasonably large amount of food that needs to be transported up and down the river. Anyway, next episode, we got to sort out the traffic. We've also got to continue to play around with helicopters because, my goodness gracious me, I love them. Helicopter construction is going to be the new way to do it. I guarantee you that. More and more and more helicopter construction pads will be constructed, and we're going to be up in the number as much as we possibly can, as rapidly as we possibly can. But for now, ladies and gents, my name, of course, has been Over the Potato. Thanks to Banana, and Aurelia for the two $25+ tier patrons. Thank you very much for watching, folks. I'll see you next time. Bye.